indicated earlier in this lesson, the teleconferencing platform that I use almost exclusively these days for teaching my classes is Google Meet. So what I'd like to do in this video is to give you a quick walkthrough of Google Meet, how to launch it, and the functions that I think you might use during your classes. So first, launching. Now, you could download the Google Meet software, put it on your computer, then you could take an icon and put it in your tray at the bottom, double click the icon and launch that way. But there's really no need to download the software at all. So let me show you what I usually do. Now, if you're in Gmail, you may never have noticed this, but over on the left there is not only a mail icon, but below it a video camera that says Meet, and that will take you into Google Meet. Now when you click that icon, this is the screen that you'll see. And what do you do next? Well, you may have already guessed. You click the button that says New Meeting. Then a dialog box will pop up. And I apologize, dialog boxes don't always display, so you may not see it here. So let me tell you what I'm looking at. There is a dialog box in the middle of the screen that says Share Your New Meeting. And below that, there is a link to this particular meeting that they just created for us, and a button next to it that allows me to copy that link. Now, once I've copied the link, what I typically do will be to send this link to my student via WhatsApp. All right, so I don't think you can see it down here, but there's a WhatsApp button at the bottom. Open that quickly and just send this over to my student, who can then follow that link over and ask to join. Okay, so now let's come back, and I need to actually launch the meeting. So I'll do that by clicking Start Now. Now give it a few seconds to pull up. It will take just a little bit of time to open everything. It's coming out. Okay, and hey, that's me. You can see me now. Now let me show you a few things. And by the way, if you're familiar with Zoom, you're going to notice that Google Meet looks a lot like Zoom. Okay, so that will really help you. They're both very intuitive, very simple. Okay, so first things first, if you want to turn off the video for some reason, you can click the video icon at the bottom, and it's a toggle. Just click it again, the video comes back. And the same thing with the microphone. Let's say there's an interruption, somebody's knocking on the door, you want to turn off the mic, you can just click on that, and then when you're ready to return back to class, click on it again. All right, other functionality, something that I use almost every class is this chat over on the side. So you just click the chat balloon, and this pulls up so you can send a message to the student. You can send text, you can send a PDF lesson, you can send a clickable link. One thing that I do often with students is if I have said a word a couple of times and they're still not getting what I'm saying, then I'll type it for them so they can see how it's spelled. So these are some things that you can use the in-call messaging for. All right, let's close that up. And something else that I use a lot is share screen. So to do that, there's an icon at the bottom. Looks like a little PC with an arrow going up. And if you click on that, again, a window opens, and you click Window at the top. Now, everything that you have open on your computer is going to display. And you click the one that you want. I'm going to click this one that says the official website of Thailand Tourism. Okay, now what happens then? Let's say that you want to show the student something that's like a website with multiple pages. Rather than you going to the website, getting the link, sending them the link, and saying, okay, now we're going to navigate over here. You do that, and the student has to mimic you. You don't need to do that. When you share the screen, wherever you go, your student automatically sees what you see. And so that's really, really very nice. Okay, then when you're done, you can just click the little button at the bottom that says Stop Sharing, and you come back. Let's see, what else would you... Okay, record. I don't use this function a lot, but it has its uses. So if you click the three dots for more options, you can go up to the top where it says manage recording, and then step through that. Now, how would you use this? First, you don't want to record somebody if you don't have their permission. But let's say you have a new student and she's really self-conscious about her pronunciation, and that's very common, by the way. So what you can do is, in one of your first lessons, you can ask, hey, let me record you. And then 2-3 months down the road, after you've had a chance to work with her on a couple of her biggest issues, pronunciation issues, you can show her the video, and she'll see the progress that she's made. All right, so that's really very, very good. I've done that a couple of times. All right, what else do we have here to talk about? Oh, background. You'll notice that behind me I have obviously a virtual background. So how do you change that? And this is really nice if, let's say, where you work, where you give classes from, there's clutter behind you or anything that you don't want the student to see. You don't want the student to be distracted. So you can put up a virtual background. So click More Options, and then you'll see in the dialog box, or excuse me, the pop-up menu there on the right, Backgrounds and Effects. You click that. Now, there are several stock photos that you can put behind you, or you can do as I did here and upload a couple of your own backgrounds. You just click on one and then close. I'll switch over here. You can see how that works. I'll close it up, and voila, now I have a new background. That's not difficult to do at all. As long as you already have the photo on your computer, then you can just say upload, navigate to where it is and pull it up. It's really very simple. In Google Meet, after a few minutes of playing around, you'll be comfortable with this. Now, how do you end a call? Simply click the red hang up button in the right, and I'm going to do that now.